Hey guys, guess what? I don't have an intro again. Welcome back to Cave Colonization, episode 98. Alright, so we are right here today. You're being across from the outpost. There's the outpost and that tower. And I guess I did say I was going to show off what I did to the outpost between episodes. First of all, I finished this front decoration because I forgot to do it in episode. And I have edited this corner a little bit, and I have added the mossy and cracked stone bricks in places. So got a little bit more wear and tear on it now. And I added some stairs to the floor, so it's a little bit more damaged now. And I think that's everything. I mean, it wasn't really much to do. That's just what I needed to do. Also, I put in this trapdoor. This is the one I forgot last episode. But from here we can see the castle. It blends in a lot because it's made entirely of Deepslate, which is the same as the walls around it. I'm actually not going to build this like how I usually do with commentary. Instead, we voted on the Discord server for me just to replay mod it. And I think that's probably going to be easier for me. It's going to be less editing because I don't have to sift through an hour of me placing Deepslate. And I'm doing the toy cat thing of jumping back and forth. Cool. I'm going to get to that now, and I will see you once the castle has been built so we can do the interior. Alright, now that the castle is done with about a dozen asterisks, as I like to say, we can move on to the interior. It's kind of hard to get like a good view of it because it's all pretty much entirely Deepslate, so it just blends in too much and loses quite a bit of definition, but oh well. So I think first what I'm gonna do is start with the path, and I do actually need some polished Deepslate, so we'll get a little bit of that. Honestly, is that enough? No, I think we need like 8 more. Okay. So we can come through here, and okay, that was going to be enough. It was not as far as the distance as I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. So I'm not sure how long that was. I'm hoping it wasn't too long. I don't think it took me that long, but you never know. I did screw up quite a few times and had to go look to see if what I was doing was correct. That's awesome, but oh well. So the floor is made out of kind of an interesting design. So let's see if I can do this. So we've got an alternate checkerboard of quartz, and maybe I should just do like that, and no, not that, and then do this. Okay, so this on either side, and I believe it's probably going to be symmetrical. So I'm gonna put all these blocks down, and then at the end hope they are in the right spot. And then for the middle here, we need to, not that, we need to get out these chiseled quartz blocks. Okay, not there, but those are not chiseled, they're just normal quartz blocks. And then put in a shroom light, and then there's a blank block here, so I can finish this. Oh, okay. Yeah, quartz is kind of easy to break with a netherite pickaxe. It breaks like instantaneously. I'm just going to do this. Okay, I had enough for that, so that worked. And then I had enough for that, so that worked. But I think I brought some extra, so I need to put a shroom light 3 away from this. So right here in the center, that's water. And then I think 1 past here, so right here. Okay, so that's lighting taken care of, kind of. It's still gonna be dark up there, but I will figure that out. I guess I probably do it now because otherwise it's just gonna be quite dark. So let's put some ceiling lights in. And the way I did this is it's kind of a mess, so I'm gonna have to figure it out, and I don't really care too much about it. The lanterns were just supposed to be haphazardly placed around. However, this is me we're talking about, so I probably am just going to do it exactly as it was done in the build, because for some reason I like to do that, even though sometimes I say, oh, I'm not going to, but then I end up doing it anyway. That is floating, correct? Yes. I cannot see that, which is kind of ironic considering I'm trying to put down lights. Is that 1 chain or 2 chain? It is 2 chain. Not, but it's fine. Yeah, so this is actually going to be the last build in the cave. Isn't that kind of crazy? Well, I say that. I might add some extra things between episodes. And by between episodes, I mean between 99 and 100. But we'll really just have to see if I actually go through with that. I probably won't. I will say that probably between 99 and 100, there's going to be a pretty substantial gap. If you remember the gap between, what was it, 69 and 70, I think was the 3rd floor showcase. It was kind of a long gap, and that's really because I was placing so much dirt, and it was mind-numbingly boring. So that is not right. So there shouldn't be a chain on this one, and the extra chain goes on this one. And it took me way too long to figure out how to place some lanterns, but now we got some lanterns placed, so we don't need any more torches. Cool beans. Which means we can now continue on to the interior, and I think I'm going to start with this side, which means I am going to have to rotate my... Oh, what are you loading now? There's not really... That's the wrong box. Well, off to a great start. There's not really too much interior here. I will say that much. So over in this corner, we're of course are going to have... Actually, in every corner, we are going to have a corner bush, because even way back when they were building this castle, even they understood the importance of having corner bushes. And these corner bushes are indeed impressive, because I don't think they're the only 4-block tall corner bushes, but they are some of the few 4-block high corner bushes. And we also have a bookshelf and a spruce stair with a flower pot and a wither rose. Now, I went and got wither roses when I killed a wither in episode something. It was the one with the crystal ball placed, the occultist thing, I believe. So I said I was gonna get some wither roses to use some, and then I never really ended up using any. Originally, this was a flowering azalea when I first built this castle interior, but then I decided, you know, I went and got those wither roses, so I'm gonna use one. So I did use one, and now there is one. And we just have some random shelves with random things, because of course we do. This is a DB Productions build, and this is how DB Productions builds interior. You put shelves, and then you put things on those shelves. Oh, and I'm just now realizing that this book and quill is supposed to have lore in it, but I completely forgot to write the lore, so that's my bad. I even remembered that I needed to write the lore, but then I just straight up forgot. Probably because I'm rushing to record this episode, because I'm gonna have other things to do today, so I need to get this recorded pretty quickly. This was originally like pretty much all the interior, but then I decided to add this random totem thing because I felt there was not enough in this interior, you know? So now we have this guy. Okay, nope, you can't place 2 trapdoors. Now we have this guy. Boom. It's a statue of some sort. Yeah, it exists. So now we get the fun part of trying to figure out where I put all these random candles. Okay, so right here, there's an item frame and a stone pickaxe. Those who know. And then looks like this block there's 2 candles, and then back here there's 2 candles, and then here there's 2 candles, and then how many candles do I have left? 3. Okay, those look like they go here, and some of these are lit, so I gotta get out my flint and steel. Oh, this has never been used. I don't have to get out my flint and steel because apparently flame bows can light them, but we're going old school flint and steel for this one. This is pretty much the interior, and I don't know why like the outpost has it and this place has it. There's just candles on the ground. Okay, so back here is meant to be like a staircase down, and the idea is this is a staircase down to a dungeon area, which is, if you believe the legend, where the demon would be held. So we do have some iron bars here. Actually, should they be? No, okay, that's the stair. Okay, I'm doing this right. Incredibly, I am rolling. I'm not sure how long this voice section is going to be because I don't really got a lot of time to edit either, but you know, that worked out nicely. So there's black concrete. It looks like it just goes to the abyss. That's the whole idea anyway. So now the last thing we really need to do is the most important thing, which is the pillars for the heart. So one goes there, one goes there, and one goes there. Oh wait, I forgot. There's a skeleton skull here. It might be the governor. Who knows? But at least one person has died in here because there's a skull there. Cool beans. Okay, so now we have the hearts. I don't remember the exact wording from the legend, but the one that was buried on a nondescript shore, of course, the heart of the sea, which you can use to make a conduit. The one guarded by the monster in the nether, I again don't remember the words. Nether star, which you can make the beacon. And the one at the end of the world, guarded by the last of her kind, is of course the dragon egg. Those are all the hearts. Now, originally, when I was gonna do this video, and I was gonna do a bit where upon me placing these hearts, my game would switch to creative mode, and I would not be able to switch it back, which would require a lot of copying world and cutting and, you know, other tomfoolery. But honestly, I'm too lazy to do that bit, so it would have been cool, but this is DB Productions, and we don't do cool here. We are a low effort YouTube channel. So I have 3 lanterns left and I don't know where they go. Let me just actually check. Are there any other lanterns hanging around here? No, there's not. They all go outside. Yeah, so outside is looking like a bit of a mess. Now, that's okay. I'm just going to grab an amount of Deepslate because I need an amount of Deepslate and turn, sure, 11 into Deepslate's I said that word right. I don't know why I'm second guessing myself. Deepslate stairs. So then there's something like that. No, it's not. I think it's down here. I really did take no screenshots of this particular thing that I'm doing, but you know, that's fine. We don't care. It goes like that. And then I think there should be a slab in the middle, but there is a lantern there, and then a lantern on the other side for the same thing. And then there's actually not really a way to get up here, but in this tower, it shouldn't be a torch, it should be this last lantern. Okay, so there's a couple other details that I need to do for this castle that I'll probably end up doing off camera because I have to go and like micromanage where everything goes. But for now, I'm just gonna dig this floor out, okay? And then I need to fill it in with grass, dirt, and mossy cobble. So I'm going to place mossy cobblestone down first. This is kind of like a courtyard area kind of thing. I honestly didn't really know what to put out here, so this is just what happened to make the cut. And I think it's fine. I don't think I need anything really special out here, but you know, it's not very interesting. The whole build itself is not very decorative. It's kind of not meant to be. So then I have to fill this all in with like grass. And we are in the jungle, so the grass is looking nice and fine, so that's good. And then I gotta put in dirt, and this will all grow eventually, and this is pretty much what I have to do for the entire cave. And then I can put in some spruce fences that will have lanterns on them, which I apparently did not get out. Let's to provide some light because there's not a lot of light around here. There really aren't that many torches and stuff. Bro, go on the fence, please. Thank you. And I ran out of lanterns. Thankfully, I have more. Boom. And then there's a very small amount of poppies in this area. And then some grass, which I'm going to place manually instead of bone mealing because there's really not meant to be that much. And also I'll place like a fern or two because I brought some. And by fern or two, I mean all 4 ferns that I brought because why not? And then I think the last thing I need to do is the gate. Standing from the outside, it looks like it is 2 like this. All across the top and then 1 here, and that's the gate. Oh, there should be 1 there. Apparently I miscounted the amount of fences, so I think I just used too many here. There's only supposed to be 6 here. I think I could probably get away with getting rid of this one, and to be honest, this one, because there is a lantern right there, but I'll leave it because I don't need the extra fence. Oops, it's supposed to be there. So the gate is kind of rotted and falling away, but we can still enter going like that. So this is the castle, and this is the final episode. So here's the culmination of all the lore of this series. So there will be 1 more episode, but it'll be outside, and we can try and... Oh wait, I forgot. Let me just show you what needs to happen here. So outside, I do need to put stairs like that in all of these, but I'll do that later. So we can come back over to the outpost and try to get a good look at the build. We probably won't be able to. Also, I did not build the graveyard here. That'll probably be between 99 and 100. We can try to get a good look. It's all deep slate, so I don't even have a spyglass with me. Are you kidding me? Actually, are those in this version of the game? I don't know. I feel like they probably would be, right? We got copper and amethyst, but wait, hang on, we can boom. And let me F1. Wow, look at it. It's very small. It's a lot smaller than I intended it to be, but you know, oh well. And then something that I also need to do is, because it's meant to be hidden, right? It's meant to be tucked into a wall because they had a blast to find it. So I kind of want to put deep slate like all along out here, like a big deep slate mountain, and then it kind of crumbles to the center, and then up here, as if there used to be a wall here and it was blasted and then mined away to reveal this castle a little bit. So again, that's going to be a long time of placing deep slate, so I'm not going to bore you with it, and I'll show you the final product probably in the 4th floor showcase. If I actually do it, I might not. But with that being said, that is going to be the end of this episode here. So I want to say thank you for watching. Comment about how bad my castle is because I'm not a castle smith, okay? I build wooden houses, bruh, so whatever. But yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.